What if I told you that some of the biggest cancer risks aren't in cigarette smoke, aren't in the air outside, but are sitting quietly in your kitchen right now? That's right. Hidden inside common foods, bottles, and cooking tools are carcinogens, cancer-causing substances that millions of seniors use every single day without realizing it. And the most frightening part? These aren't rare, exotic chemicals. They're in the oils you cook with, the plastics you store food in, even the way you reheat leftovers. Today, I'm going to reveal the 5 hidden carcinogens in your kitchen right now. I'll explain what they do inside your body, how they feed cancer, and the simple steps you can take to protect yourself. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll see your kitchen in a whole new light, and you'll have the power to turn it from a cancer risk zone into a healing space. Now, let's ask the obvious question. Why focus on the kitchen? Because your kitchen is where daily choices either protect your DNA or damage it. After 60, your body is less forgiving. Your DNA repair systems are slower. Your detox pathways in the liver aren't as efficient. Your immune system is weaker at catching abnormal cells. That means every bite, every sip, every habit in the kitchen has a bigger impact. Think of it like this. When you were 30, your body was like a brand new car engine. Spill a little bad fuel, it burns it off. But at 70, that same engine has wear and tear. The wrong fuel now causes breakdowns. That's why the hidden carcinogens in your kitchen are especially dangerous after 60. They fuel the fire of inflammation, DNA damage, and tumor growth. So what are these carcinogens? Let's start with the one most seniors use daily, cooking oils. The first hidden carcinogen is cheap vegetable oils, corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, even blended oils. Here's the danger. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which fuel chronic inflammation. When overheated, they break down into toxic compounds like aldehydes, proven carcinogens. Reheating oils, like frying with the same pan of oil, multiplies the toxins. Harvard research shows that diets high in omega-6 oils increase risks of breast, prostate, and colon cancer. I had a patient, 72, who cooked with corn oil for decades. She thought it was heart-healthy. When she switched to extra virgin olive oil and avocado oil, her inflammatory markers dropped by 35% in 6 months. Her oncologist called it a silent but powerful shift. Simple swap. Replace corn, soybean, or blended vegetable oils with olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil. These are stable at higher heat and rich in anti-inflammatory compounds. But cooking oil is just the start. What you store your food in may be even more dangerous. The second carcinogen hiding in your kitchen is plastic food containers and bottles. Most plastics contain BPA, bisphenol A, or similar chemicals that leach into your food, especially when heated in the microwave or dishwasher. Here's why it's dangerous. BPA mimics estrogen in the body. High estrogen fuels cancers of the breast, uterus, and prostate. Even small amounts disrupt hormones and immune defenses. A NIH study found seniors with high BPA levels had higher cancer incidence and faster disease progression. Think about how many seniors reheat leftovers in plastic containers or drink water from plastic bottles left in the car. Each time, more chemicals seep into the food and drink. Simple fix: switch to glass, ceramic, or stainless steel for storage and reheating. If you must use plastic, never microwave it, and avoid leaving bottles in heat. Now, let's talk about the way you cook your food, because the next hidden carcinogen forms right on your plate. The third carcinogen is in your meat, especially charred meats and processed meats. When you grill meat until it's blackened or fry it at high heat, compounds called HCAs, heterocyclic amines, and PAHs, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, form. Both are classified as carcinogens. And then there are processed meats like bacon, hot dogs, sausages, and deli slices. These contain nitrates and nitrites, which convert into nitrosamines, potent cancer-causing chemicals. The World Health Organization actually classifies processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens, the same category as tobacco. I remember John, a 69-year-old retired firefighter. His diet was heavy on grilled steaks and bacon breakfasts. When he was diagnosed with colon cancer, his doctor pointed directly to his decades of processed and charred meat consumption. Simple swap. Enjoy meats roasted, baked, or stewed at lower temperatures. Add marinades with rosemary, garlic, or citrus. These cut HCA formation by up to 70% and limit processed meats to rare occasions. But it's not just meat. Even the way you store and heat leftovers can fill your plate with carcinogens. The fourth hidden carcinogen is aflatoxins, toxic compounds produced by mold. Where do they show up? Old leftovers in the fridge, moldy bread, nuts stored too long, and even poorly stored grains. Aflatoxins are linked to liver cancer. The liver processes everything you eat, so constant low-dose exposure is like pouring poison into your filter system. I had an 80-year-old patient who lived alone and often stretched leftovers for a week. He thought he was being frugal. Unfortunately, his blood work showed liver stress, and his doctor warned him about aflatoxin exposure. Simple fix. Keep leftovers no longer than 3 days. Store nuts and grains in airtight containers. If food smells off, toss it, don't risk it. And finally, there's one carcinogen almost everyone consumes daily, and it's hiding in plain sight. The fifth and final carcinogen is sugar. Yes, sugar. It's not labeled as a chemical, but it acts as a carcinogen because it directly fuels cancer growth. Here's why. Cancer cells thrive on glucose. This is called the Warburg effect. Sugar spikes insulin and IGF-1, hormones that tell cells, including cancer cells, to grow faster. Sugar drives inflammation, creating the perfect environment for tumors. I had a patient, Ellen, 66, who never smoked and ate vegetables daily. But she drank sweet tea and fruit juice throughout the day. When she developed breast cancer, her oncologist explained how sugar had silently fueled her risk. Simple swap. Replace sugary drinks with water, sparkling water, or green tea. Use whole fruits instead of juices. And retrain your taste buds to crave less sweetness. I've seen seniors completely transform their cancer risk by addressing these 5 carcinogens. Margaret, 70. She swapped corn oil for olive oil, tossed her plastic containers, and started drinking green tea daily. Within 6 months, her inflammatory markers were cut in half. David, 74. He cut out bacon and hot dogs, switched to baked chicken with marinades, and said his digestion and energy were better than they'd been in years. Ruth, 80. She cleaned out her pantry, tossed moldy grains, and retrained her taste buds to reduce sugar. Her doctor told her, "Your lab work looks 10 years younger." These aren't miracles. They're the result of making your kitchen your medicine cabinet, instead of your enemy. Here's your action plan for today. 1. Replace cheap vegetable oils with olive, avocado, or coconut oil. 2. Use glass or stainless steel instead of plastic. 3. Limit processed meats and cook fresh meats at lower heat. 4. Keep leftovers no longer than 3 days. 5. Cut added sugar from drinks and snacks. Pair these with cancer-fighting foods like berries, leafy greens, and green tea, and you turn your kitchen into a cancer shield. Here's the truth. Cancer doesn't start in hospitals. It starts in kitchens, in grocery carts, in daily habits. And that's actually good news, because it means you have the power to change it. Every small swap removes fuel from cancer and gives your body more tools to defend itself. Imagine your kitchen as either a silent risk zone or a healing zone. Which one do you want it to be? If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone you love. Because chances are, they have these same carcinogens in their kitchen right now. Subscribe now. And remember, your body is designed to heal, protect, and thrive. But only if you give it the right environment. And that environment begins in your kitchen.